Welcome to My Book Showroom tutorial number 3. My Book Showroom is the world's best WordPress plugin for agents, authors, editors, and publishers. DMRS Tech. You have My Book Showroom installed. You have the tutorial data installed. So we're going to go and install our first book. So you can add a new book in a couple of different ways. You can add a book from your dashboard. You can add a new book from the Add New Book menu under My Book Showroom. You can also, from just about from the books page, for example, add a new book. There's multiple ways to get to the same place. When we add a new book, it brings up our familiar tabs that show you how you can modify your book or add your new book. In the interest of time, I'm going to use one of our tutorial books. I'll just use the Metabox Awakening. You put in your book title, your publisher URL, your tagline, short description of the book, back cover flap, and who the author is. Mr. Cody Render is our author. Here's where you would upload media of the book, spinning book profile if you have pro, book covers. Use it as a landing page. You could upload an audio sample if it's an audio book. Your awards if the book has been nominated or finaled or any kind of thing with any award. It's an admin page for you where you can enable or disable sharing of this book on the book's front page. Make any internal notes for yourself and they'll store here. Under the book details, here's where we can set the genre. You can also set it through the genre menu. Tags and keywords, very important. Go ahead and make a few of these. Themes, say it has a redemption arc. This is part of a series, so this is part of the show book, the Book Showroom Quest series. It is book one in that series. The suggested reading order is one. Sometimes in series, the series comes out chronologically, but the reading order is different than the book. The release dates, the chronological release of the book. Star Wars is a great example. It came out 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. So if you were to watch those in chronological order, that would be the suggested reading order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Very different than the way that the film's released. If it's part of a collection, you can add it to a collection. This is part of the collection first in series. Book details, you can set your default language for the book, mark it as featured or not, display the page count publicly or the word count publicly or not. And the reader reviews section is managed by your WordPress commenting. So this basically lets readers comment on your book or not. If you have it enabled, then readers can leave comments or reviews, and you get to moderate those according to your WordPress settings. If the book has any endorsements, you can add or remove those endorsements here. And give yourself a look inside sample, about 6,000 words. Usually this is going to be the prologue or the first chapter. Reader links. Here we have platforms like Goodreads, BookBub, StoryGraph. You can add your own platform. And buy links, which are different. You can buy the books here. Globally, you can buy the book at Kobo or Bookshop or your own personal website, author store, if you have Shopify or WooCommerce. And as you know, book comes in many possible formats: EPUB, paperback, hardcover, audiobook, book, large print, custom formats, such as autograph copies. All of the formats of the book appear here. If you did want to change the order of this, it's very simple to change the order. You simply put the paperback first if you want it to appear first in the list. Each of these formats is treated as the specific format it is. So you can maybe only get the paperback from these vendors, but the ebook, we could get it from Amazon and Apple and Kobo. You get to add those specific vendors to each of those formats. Very handy if you have an autographed copy you're selling yourself. You can add your own link to that. Publication status. Uh, oh, I did not mention, but the audiobook, you can add an audio sample, about 30 seconds of the audio, so that folks can hear your narrator's rich voice. Is it published? What was the copyright year? Is it forthcoming? Are there additional contributors? Cover designer, editor. Is there a prologue? You get to choose multiple, who narrated it if it's an audiobook, who illustrated it, etc. Who's the publisher? What's the imprint? Cover book club resources in the pro tutorials. You do get to manage your ARC status. You can have up to 5 reviewers with the completely free license. So let's say we distributed 2 copies on such and so date. You can add your reviewer's name, how you distributed it to that reviewer. Once that reviewer posts a review, you can document the URL where that review was posted. If there's more than one, you can put multiple URLs for where that review was posted by that reviewer. And then all of this is tracked on your My Book Showroom dashboard. Classification, this is going to be your Bowker subject codes. If you have a Library of Congress control number, you can document it here. And these are your BISAC uh, categories. There's a better tutorial on how to use these, but it automatically maps your thema codes. In the background, it also maps to the BIC code. And then your section order. There's a full tutorial on the section order. We've done our best to think it through and find out what the best default section order is, but not locking you into the way we think. If you feel like you want to turn off reader reviews, you can turn it off right here. If you want to display, let's say, your awards and accolades near the top, you can just move it up to the top, right? So you get to override those defaults. Maybe you don't want endorsements and blurbs. You want the look inside to be higher. You put it right underneath awards. Whatever you choose, always update to save those changes. And then let's give a preview of what that looks like. Okay, our book cover zooms in nicely. Here there are different buttons for the different formats. Notice that the price and the stores where you can buy the book change as you select through these formats. And our about the book is high in our list now because we changed that order. Here's our endorsements. We left reader reviews turned on so they would be able to leave a comment here. It automatically will display additional books in the series or any additional books by this author. And that is that, folks. You've added your first book. I really hope you enjoyed this plugin. I hope it brings you much success.